did not, bro. Like, if y'all knew my grandma fought, and fought. She did not lose her fight to cancer, bro. She didn't. And I would never see it like that. God gave her the opportunity to go home with him and see her parents and her sisters, and I think her brother. And she took that opportunity. That's the only way I see it. Hey you guys, it's your girl Terry and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Um, okay, so I'm back. I'm in the car right now. I just had class. And I'm just sitting here waiting for my next class to start. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get really hot because I wrote the windows up. I just don't want to hear nobody. I don't want nobody to hear me talking. So in today's video, I'm basically going to be talking about my grandmother. I did a video a while back about how my grandmother died, but my last grandmother living actually passed away um on September 28th, 2019 at 3:27 p.m. Um, she was in hospice. Hospice is basically a care that the people who come out and bring a bed out just to make the person comfortable because they're dying. My grandmother had stage 4 terminal cancer. It started in her bones. No, it started in her kidneys. And they had to contain to one kidney, and then they took her kidney out, and then it just started spreading. It spread into her bones. It ate through her leg. It ate through her leg, and it was so bad that to the point where it's like the cancer ate down to her bone, and you could see her bone in her leg, and it was just black. And then the other one was getting like that. And then 6 days before she passed away, she asked to go to the hospital because like she was in a bunch of pain, and they really couldn't understand what she was saying. And I try not to cry because it just happened. His birthday like October 9th, so this is like not even 2 weeks since she passed away. I don't want to cry. Okay. So they took her to the hospital. She was fine. She was talking and everything like that. I actually didn't get to go visit her in the hospital because, I had school and stuff. And, like, I really regret not going because she was talking and she was doing fine. So they released her. I forgot what day they released her, but they released her. And when I went over there to see her, like, she wasn't talking. She couldn't talk. She couldn't move. She was just up in the bed with her eyes open, or just sleeping. So, like, she had her eyes open and everything, trying to talk back, but she couldn't move. And, like, as the days went by, she got worse and worse. And, like, my grandpa sat me down and he said, the cancer spread it to her brain and there's nothing else they can do. And, like, my mom had told me because, you know, she didn't want like anything to happen to my grandma, want us not know exactly what's going on. So she told me, and then like a day or two later, my grandpa told me. Then my grandma got worse. She wasn't opening her eyes no more. She was just breathing really heavy and not moving. And every time the nurse would come out and I would help them like bathe her, she would like inch up and stuff and then react to pain. And then the next day, my dad got a call from my uncle and he was like, you know, today might be the day because she's breathing really heavy. She's struggling to breathe. So we went over to their house and like she was not doing good. She wasn't reacting to pain anymore. She was just, you know, eyes closed, just sleeping. Um, and then Saturday came around. All of the family was over there, like her nieces, um, her sisters, and everything. And she wasn't doing good. Like she would take a couple of breaths. And so we just already knew like she was gonna pass away. It was just she was not looking good at all. She wasn't eating. So before all of this, she had actually stopped eating. She couldn't swallow anymore, none of that. So like the cancer just took over her body. Like my poor grandma. My poor grandma went through it, bro. Like she was suffering. She was in so much pain. Like I know she suffered because she wasn't eating or nothing like that. Like I'm trying not to cry. She was in so much pain. So the day before, like the same day she passed away, the nurses came out. Like my uncle and my dad kept calling, and they were like, "We're gonna come out. We're gonna come out." They never really came out. So when they finally did come out, it was a woman. She said she's with the counseling or something. I don't know. And then this other nurse, she had to clean my grandma up and stuff. So as we talking to them, my grandma took her last breath and she passed away. Mm. So the lady was like, she was looking for my grandpa. My grandpa was in the other room. Like before, a minute before she passed away, we called my grandpa in there. You know, everybody was crying and stuff. Then she passed away. Everybody was crying and stuff. And I had to go outside with my mom and my auntie and them because there's just so much going on. And like an hour later, the funeral home people came and picked her up. Um, and they came into the living room. My grandma was burning a little gurney thing, and they took her. And my sister at the time, you know, she's 5 years old. She was sitting on one of my auntie's laps, and you know, she was like, "Bye, grandma, I miss you." And she started crying, and that's when they told me like, take her out because you know this shouldn't be the last thing she see of her grandma. And I totally agreed. Um, so my dad like walked her around the corner so she won't see, and then my grandpa, but my uncle, he came outside with everybody, and nobody knew that my grandpa was still in there. So he walked out with like two other people, but they was like holding him up while he was walking behind the people taking my grandma's body to the car. And then like when they got to the curb, that's when it really hit him. And like he started crying. And then they put her in, and then he stopped, and he was like leaning his hands on my cousin, one of my cousin's car. I like to hold him up for support, and it's just like really hit him. And that's when I told my dad and my uncle like to go over there because my grandpa not taking it good. So he composed himself, and then he walked over there to me, and like he gave me a big old hug. He was like, "Everything gonna be all right." I'm trying not to cry. And then that's when it like I still really wasn't crying, cause it just did not feel real at all. I'm trying not to cry because I'm sitting in front of people's house and stuff. It didn't feel real. And it's like the next day we went over there. That's when it just hit because the bed was still in the living room, and it's like, no, grandma. Then the funeral, it was just emotional. I sung a song, and yeah, it was a good homegoing for her celebration. Got to see all the family and stuff, and got to see, people talk good about my grandma. And, it was a really good time. It's just really, really, really emotional because, like, her birthday was in July, and, that's when we found out that she had terminal cancer. And, like, once upon a time, like, she went to the doctor and they told her, like, she in remission. Hey, hey. Like I was saying, like, they told her she was in remission. She was like, everything is okay. She was telling us she got a whole lot of fight left in her. And she did. Like, she fought, like, that whole week. All she did was fought. Like, she was so strong. And it's just crazy to see. She really was fighting. She was not ready to go. Like, she really loved her grandkids. She spoiled us. Like, my little sister was her baby. Like, y'all, she really spoiled us, man. And it's just hard to grasp that we're not, gonna see her no more. Until, we go to heaven. Let me stop crying. Okay, so, I'm crazy, but I'm serious. So, yeah. It's just, she was just a beautiful, strong woman, and it's just hard to see her gone. And the only thing with me is, like, I really haven't been crying, because I've been trying to stay strong. I know that I seen the pain that my grandma was in. I seen how much pain she was in. And just to know that, she's with God now and she's not in no more pain, that's what just make me happy. But it's just hard that I'm gonna have to live and go on without her. Like, her and my mom had such a close relationship. She was always worried about my mom, but she would never tell us, like, how much pain she was in and all that. She never complained. None of that. Like, that woman, her and my mom and my grandma Mary, may she rest in peace. They inspire me so much. And like both of my grandmas is gone now. It's kinda hard. But it's like they're in a better place. They're in a better place. Um she just never complained. I don't never say that my grandma lost her fight to cancer because she did not, bro. Like, if y'all knew my grandma fought and fought. She did not lose her fight to cancer, bro. She didn't. And I would never see it like that. God gave her the opportunity to go home with him and see her parents and her sisters and I think her brother. And she took that opportunity. That's the only way I see it. Like, that's the only way I seen it. God gave her the opportunity to go, and that's what she did. She wanted to stay, but God knew what was best. So she was fighting for 6 days, not eating, not talking, just sleeping, struggling to breathe and stuff. And she finally took her last breath to be with the good Lord, and she gained her beautiful wings. So that's how I see it. I got a bunch of like cancer shirts. This one say join the fight. As she was like sick and stuff, I started buying all these shirts. And now like she gone and stuff, like I wear them. I wear them like almost every day. Just to like remind me of my grandma, and not so much of putting the light on cancer, because cancer is just such a cruel disease that is claiming the lives of so many. But just to like, know that I'm still strong and I'm gonna continue to do good and continue to work. It's like in the midst of my grandma being sick and passing away, I had school and I still had all this work to do, and just assignments after quizzes after tests, and I was just like, I'm not gonna be able to do it. Like, my grades are gonna slip. But I prayed, and I know that my grandma wouldn't want my grades to slip, because that's what she always told me. Like, she always got on me, you better go up in there and talk to your counselors to know, so they could tell you exactly what classes you need. She was like, you don't need to be taking all them hard classes right now. Like, my grandma, bro, that woman is just so funny. And I just miss her. But she in a better place, and I'ma just continue on. And I'm doing good. My classes, I'm doing really good, and I'm gonna continue to push on for my family and be strong. Like, every time I go to my grandpa's house, I'm always asking him how he doing. He like, I'm doing, but how you doing? Like, he always asking how I'm doing. Like, I'm good. Like, you the one who lost your wife. Like, It's been 12 days since my grandma passed away. We had the funeral on Sunday. So like 4 days ago. She was only 72, I believe. My other grandma was 58 when she passed away. And it's like, dang, like, they passing away so young. But they're with the Lord, and I know they up there celebrating, so I can't even be mad. Like, I used to always ask God why, but now I'm just like, okay, what's best. And I'm gonna continue to keep my faith. We all are gonna pass away one day, and losing faith and everything is just gonna have you a straight mess. So so yeah, this is the end of my video. If you guys are having a hard time dealing with someone you love that passed away, either it be like a grandparent, sibling, a relative, a parent, a friend, y'all need somebody to talk to, just hit me up. Like, inbox me on YouTube or something. Inbox me on Instagram. And, you know, I get back to y'all. I try to reply to everybody. Because, you know, my life is not really that busy. It's busy, but it's not that busy to not message people back because, you know, I'm always on my phone. Even though I'm like a bad texter, like I hate texting people, I hate calling people, like I really don't text back that much. But like this instant, like this type of cases, I definitely will. And yeah, my class is about to start in about 30 minutes, so I'm gonna get out the car at about 20 and walk to my class. Stay strong. Just stay strong. I know it's hard. I know death is hard. This is my third grandmother, my last one that died in less than 3 years, and I definitely know the pain and I know it hurts. But you know, they wouldn't want us to cry all the time and stuff, so you know, we gotta push forward. And I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.